Good morning, students. Today we'll do the last poem of our book Flamingo, and the name of the poem is Roadside Stand. The poet is Robert Frost. Robert Frost, in this poem, has expressed how the poor people, particularly the workers in the farms in villages, are exploited and what they feel in their lives. First of all, we'll do line-wise meanings of the poem and then question answers. 1 to 7 lines tell us that the shabby shed means a khokha, is outside a small house on the main road, on the highway. People on the shack wish to earn money from city people by selling their homemade products. Means they have made some products like juices, squashes, some fruits, but it does not happen. Means their products are not sold. They look at the people with longing. Longing means wish, but in vain, but useless. They are not beggars. These people are not begging money. They want to earn money by selling their homemade products. Next line 1 to 15. These people have wild berries in wooden boxes and homemade squashes in crook-necked bottles. They are not branded bottles. They are not branded box. These days people have become brand conscious. They do not like to purchase desi products. The city people don't even look. And if someone looks, there is dislike in his eyes. They don't like the appearance of the bottles, the boxes. They think that the shack has spoiled the beauty of the place. Rather, they hate it for spoiling the beauty of the place. Signboard put up by the stand people are also wrongly spelled. You might have noticed it on the way that some people have written something in wrong spellings. So same, they are illiterate people. Therefore, city people don't like to purchase their products as they are brand conscious. I have already told you that we people living in all the facilities of life have become very, very conscious about the brands. The poet says that polished traffic means rich people of the city, should pass away silently instead of giving scornful look. Means he wishes that people, if they don't purchase the product, they have no right to scorn, to hate these people. He's talking about all the rich people, whether they are in the village or in the city. And one is the rich class and other is the poor class. Now lines 16 to 22. The poet does not mind the shabby stand in the lap of nature. People have objection. The poet has no objection about it. On the contrary, he minds the scornful stare of the city people. He has objection that why people look scornfully at these poor people. These stand people do not deserve hatred. They don't deserve our hatred if we can't give them love. They are also self-respecting villagers. He is more concerned about their sufferings and want that their products are purchased. He wishes that people should at least purchase their products. Now lines 23 to 31. The poet here quotes a news in the newspaper that during election, it was in the news, some political leaders evacuated some villagers and helped them to put up their shacks near theatres or malls. And this shack is one of them. He calls them greedy good doers, whom the political leaders. The political leaders are greedy good doers. Greedy good doers. Good doers means good people who good do. do good. But greedy means who do not do good for others. So it is transferred epithet. And beasts of prey, because they exploited villagers to get vote. Means during the election days, they promised to help these people. But instead, they themselves got benefits from these peoples. And what was their benefit? Their benefit was votes. They came into power with the help of these poor people. Later on, when they formed government, they forgot these poor people. They gave false promises to alleviate their sufferings. But to alleviate means to lessen. But they did not. Now these leaders enjoy sound sleep after depriving there is a space between depriving and the ancient sleep of shack owners. Ancient means in earlier days. Earlier they used, the stand people are in constant wait. Sorry, one page is missing. Line is missing, I think. Earlier they used, you note it down. Earlier they used to work hard in the day and sleep soundly at night. Because after hard work, they earn money. Only one line is missing. Earlier, they used to work hard in the day and sleep soundly at night. Now, next line, 32 to 43. The stand people are in constant wait for their share of money. There is complete sadness on their faces. Their wish is called childish. The poet calls their wish childish because it is never fulfilled. Their hopes in the morning turn into despair in the evening. In the morning, they open their shack with the hope, but in the evening, they close it with despair. No car stops to purchase their humble products. No one stops. If some cars stop, they want to inquire prices, take a turn, or ask for a gallon of gas. The shack people remain hungry. Means if they do not get money, how will they eat food? From where will they get food? The city people don't try to understand the plight of villagers. Here, all the people, all the leaders, all the rich people, city people never means only the people living, because poor people are in the cities and in the villages also. Rich people are in the cities and in the villages also. Because when this poem was written, there was clear-cut gap between, because the land owners were in the cities, but now the land owners are also in the villages. Moreover, he is talking about American society, and there is a difference. 43 to 52, last lines. The poet regrets that their childish wish remain unfulfilled. Their spirits dampen forever, means they become sad forever. They have lost all hope. He himself becomes so emotional that he thinks of purgation of their pain. Do you know what is purgation of pain? Suppose someone is suffering from a very terrible disease, and some other person comes to him and offers him to kill him and free him from the pain of the body. This is called purgation of pain. Later on, when the poet comes back to his senses, he again regrets and asks himself how he would feel if someone offers him such purgation. If someone comes to you and asks you, should I kill you? You are in a trouble. The same question he asks himself. Now, some questions and answers. You note these question and answers and explanation, line-wise meanings also in the notebooks. What do the people who run roadside stand wait? They wait for money. They wait for people to stop and purchase their products. Soothe them out of their wits means those leaders, the powerful men, approach the country folk with false promises of providing them with better living conditions and better life. And these innocent and simple rustics repose blind faith in their false claims and feel soothed and satisfied. They fail to see through their crookedness and selfishness. Why does Robert Frost sympathize with the rural people? Robert Frost feels an unbearable agony at the plight of rural people who are ignored and neglected by rich politicians. The government and party in power are indifferent to their welfare. They fool them by making false promises and then fully exploit them to suit their own selfish interests. What was the plea of the folk who had put up the roadside stand? The folk who had put up the roadside stand pleaded to the city dwellers to stop and buy their wares so as to enable them to earn some extra money for a decent living. They wanted the rich people who passed from there in their cars should stop there and buy some products. You can write only one thing. This is repetition. What is the childish longing? The childish longing is the dreams and desire of the rural folk who have a childlike longing for a better life that they hope to live with the help from city dwellers. Why didn't the police traffic stop? The police traffic overlook the roadside stand and don't stop there as their mind is focused on their own destination. What is the news? News making its round is about the resettlement of the poor, the re-establishment of the poor, the rural people who will be resettled in the villages next to the theatre or the stores. They would be close to the cities and will not have to worry about themselves. What do people at the roadside stand ask? The roadside stand ask are deprived people, unlike the people of the city. They ask for city money so that they can also lead a life of happiness and prosperity. What does Frost himself feel about roadside stand? He himself is distressed to see the interminable wait on the part of the shed owners for their prospective buyers. He is agonized at the childish longing in vain. Thank you, students.